Have you ever looked at the night sky and wondered, why are we here? Why does this improbable blue planet, spinning silently in the vast darkness, harbor life at all? Could it be that Earth is not just a random accident of the universe, but something far more extraordinary, something designed with precision, purpose, or intention beyond our understanding? Imagine a world where every mountain, river, and ocean is part of a grand tapestry, where life emerges not by mere chance but as the culmination of an intricate cosmic pattern. Imagine that the stars, the laws of physics, and even consciousness itself are threads in a design so subtle, so improbable, that to perceive it is to glimpse the very heartbeat of the universe. Tonight, we will journey through billions of years of history, evolution, and cosmic events. We will explore the rise of consciousness, the delicate balance of ecosystems, and the hidden patterns that shape life itself. From the smallest atom to the farthest galaxy, from the emergence of life in primordial oceans to the mysteries of human awareness, we will uncover the astonishing story of Earth. But beware, this is not just a story of science, nor only a tale of philosophy. It is a story of wonder, improbability, and the hidden rhythms that may reveal one of the greatest mysteries of all. Is Earth truly designed, or are we simply witnesses to a miracle of chance? Earth's story begins with balance. Consider its orbit, neither too close to the sun nor too distant. A planet closer would scorch under the relentless blaze, unable to hold water. A planet further away would freeze, trapping potential life beneath ice. Our planet sits in the so-called Goldilocks zone, a narrow belt where temperatures allow liquid water to exist. Water, a substance so ordinary yet so extraordinary, is the cradle of all life. Gravity too plays its part. Earth's gravity is strong enough to hold an atmosphere, yet gentle enough to allow oceans to lap and birds to soar. If gravity were slightly weaker, our atmosphere would drift away into space. Slightly stronger, and mountains could collapse under their own weight, oceans might drown the land. The forces that shape Earth appear to strike an exquisite balance, a precise choreography that sustains life. Even the tilt of the planet matters. Earth leans at an angle of 23.5 degrees, giving rise to seasons. Imagine a world without seasons. Forests never shedding, rivers never flooding, creatures trapped in monotony. Seasons create rhythm, variety, and opportunities for evolution. They are the silent sculptors of life's diversity. Dive deeper, metaphorically, into Earth's oceans. Covering over 70% of the surface, these vast waters regulate climate, support endless ecosystems, and reflect sunlight to stabilize temperatures. Yet their very existence is fragile. The precise balance of salinity, pressure, and chemical composition allows life to emerge. Too salty and complex cells struggle to survive. Too fresh and ocean currents would stagnate. Water is a conductor of life, a mirror reflecting the planet's delicate design. Above, the atmosphere forms an invisible cocoon. It shields the surface from deadly radiation, traps just enough heat to maintain warmth, and supplies the oxygen and nitrogen that organisms breathe. The ozone layer, a fragile chemical blanket, absorbs ultraviolet light, protecting DNA from destruction. Without it, life as we know it could never have emerged. Every molecule of gas seems positioned with purpose, every layer an unseen architect of survival. Hidden beneath the surface lies another silent marvel, Earth's magnetic field. Generated by the motion of molten iron in the planet's core, this field shields the surface from deadly cosmic radiation. It guides migrating animals across continents and ensures that charged particles from the sun do not strip away the atmosphere. Without it, Earth would be a barren rock, stripped of water and life, glowing in the emptiness of space. The magnetic field is a hidden hand, shaping life without our notice. Now, let us shrink further beyond continents and oceans into the microscopic world. Life is made of atoms, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, arranged in precise patterns that allow cells to form. Carbon, in particular, is extraordinary. Its 4 bonds enable the complex molecules of life, proteins, DNA, enzymes, to exist. Change the chemistry slightly, and the miracle of life might never occur. The elements themselves, born in the hearts of dying stars, combine in ways that seem almost preordained for life. Even the planet's geological processes seem tuned for survival. Plate tectonics recycle nutrients, create mountains, and drive the carbon cycle, stabilizing the climate over millions of years. Volcanoes, once feared, release gases essential for life's delicate balance. Earth breathes, moves, and reshapes itself like a living organism, a dynamic system in which every part contributes to the whole. At this point, the mind begins to wander. Are these conditions the result of random cosmic processes, or could they be the product of design? Scientists point to probability, to billions of years of trial and error, and yet the precision is staggering. Even the tiniest deviation, a few degrees in orbit, a slight difference in elemental composition, might have prevented the emergence of life entirely. Consider the sun itself. Its size, its temperature, its lifespan, perfect for sustaining a planet like ours. Too large and it would burn out too quickly, too small and it might not emit enough light for complex life. Planets elsewhere may orbit stars that seem benign, yet they lack the stability, the water, the right chemistry. Earth is rare not just in the cosmos but in its exquisite combination of factors. Life is not just possible on Earth, it thrives because of the interconnectedness of systems. Oceans, atmosphere, magnetic field, and tectonics interact in ways that create feedback loops, maintaining balance. Seasons shape ecosystems, water cycles regulate climate, and chemical reactions within the soil nurture life. It is a symphony of forces, a complex network in which small adjustments ripple across the entire planet. Yet, the more we study, the more astonishing the precision appears. Some scientists call it the fine-tuning problem. The observation that certain physical constants and environmental conditions are so exact that even minor changes would make life impossible. It is as though the universe itself had sketched a blueprint, leaving a world ready for life to emerge. Imagine now returning to the orbital view, drifting silently over continents, oceans, and clouds. From this perspective, Earth seems alive, conscious even, as if aware of the delicate balance that sustains it. Rivers carve landscapes as if guided by intent. Forests spread in patterns that resemble fractals, repeating shapes that echo across scales. Life flourishes in ways that seem improbable, yet inevitable. And as night falls, cities glimmer, animals stir, oceans ripple with moonlight. From this height, the question looms larger. Is Earth the product of chance or could it be designed? Perhaps the answer is beyond observation, beyond science, a mystery meant to spark wonder in those who dare to look. In the chapters to come, we will venture even deeper. We will explore the origins of elements, the improbable events that shaped evolution, the cosmic coincidences that make Earth extraordinary. We will ask questions that science alone cannot answer, blending imagination, philosophy, and empirical wonder. But for now, as you listen and drift toward sleep, remember this. The planet beneath your feet, the air you breathe, the oceans that cradle life, all of it is a marvel. Whether by chance or design, Earth is a world of precision, of balance, of hidden poetry. And tonight, as the stars wheel silently above, we begin to uncover the blueprint of life itself. To understand Earth, we must first shrink beyond continents, oceans, and forests, beyond rivers and mountains, even beyond cells. We must journey to the very building blocks of reality itself, the atoms that form everything we see, touch, and breathe. These tiny architects are both invisible and omnipresent, shaping worlds without conscious intent, yet with precision so staggering that it almost seems deliberate. Imagine looking through a lens so powerful that every grain of sand becomes a miniature cosmos. In this universe, protons, neutrons, and electrons dance in elegant patterns, obeying rules that predate Earth itself. These rules, the laws of physics, are astonishingly consistent across the universe. They dictate how matter clumps, how stars ignite, how planets coalesce. And within this invisible dance lies the seed of life. Earth owes its existence to stars, massive, burning furnaces scattered across the cosmos. In these stellar forges, hydrogen and helium fuse, creating heavier elements: carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, iron. Without stars, Earth could not exist. The atoms that make up your body, your home, the oceans, were born in the hearts of these ancient suns. They were flung across space when stars exploded as supernovae, seeding the universe with the very ingredients of life. Consider the improbability. Carbon, the foundation of all known life, requires a precise set of nuclear reactions to form in the cores of stars. Slight deviations in energy levels would prevent its creation entirely. Oxygen, crucial for respiration, requires a delicate balance in stellar fusion. Iron, the core of our planet, forms under pressures so extreme that they seem almost impossible. These elements, forged over billions of years, combine to form a planet capable of sustaining life. And yet, the process unfolds with an elegance that feels orchestrated. As atoms coalesced into matter, gravity began its silent work. Tiny clouds of gas and dust, remnants of ancient stars, pulled themselves together, forming swirling disks of matter. Over millions of years, gravity sculpted planets, shaped mountains and carved valleys. It is a force invisible yet undeniable, shaping chaos into order, turning randomness into patterns that cradle life. Earth, in particular, seems to benefit from a precise gravitational balance. Its mass allows it to retain an atmosphere, to hold oceans, to maintain tectonic activity. Too small, and it would be a lifeless rock. Too large, and it might crush itself under its own weight. Gravity is the unseen hand that molds worlds, an architect that works without thought but with perfect efficiency. Gravity is not alone in this cosmic architecture. Electromagnetic forces shape chemistry, dictate bonding between atoms and stabilize molecules. Without them, water could not exist, DNA could not replicate, and life would be impossible. Electrons orbit nuclei in patterns that seem almost choreographed, forming molecules with astonishing stability. The hydrogen in your water, the carbon in your cells, the oxygen in the air, they all follow this silent cosmic rhythm. Consider, too, the subtle forces that prevent atoms from collapsing, that hold matter together yet allow change. The balance between attraction and repulsion is so delicate that even the tiniest variance could unravel the universe's tapestry. In this invisible architecture, Earth emerges not by accident, but as a result of precise, harmonious laws. Journey outward again to the cosmic scale. The distance between Earth and the Sun, the orbit of the Moon, the tilt of the planet, the rotation speed, each factor seems finely tuned. The Moon, for example, stabilizes Earth's axial tilt, moderating the seasons and creating tidal rhythms that influence ocean currents. Without the Moon, Earth might wobble chaotically, disrupting climates and ecosystems. These are not minor details. Each is a thread in a complex web of interdependence. The universe, vast and indifferent, produces circumstances so improbably precise that it borders on poetic. Chance alone seems almost inadequate to explain it. And yet, we cannot dismiss the laws of physics. They work unerringly across billions of light years. From atoms to molecules to minerals, the stage is set for complexity. Silica forms rocks, iron settles in cores, water pools in basins, and organic molecules arise in the chemical crucible of the oceans. Life's first whispers emerge in these primordial conditions. Amino acids, nucleotides, simple chains of molecules that can replicate, adapt, evolve. Even at this microscopic scale, probability seems guided. Amino acids form naturally in certain conditions, yet their arrangement into proteins is astronomically unlikely. Yet somehow, on Earth, it happens. Patterns emerge from chaos, order arises from disorder, and the seeds of life are sown. We are left with a profound question. Is this cosmic architecture the result of blind chance, or is there a pattern, an underlying blueprint that guides it all? Atoms themselves obey strict rules, stars forge elements in precise sequences, gravity sculpts worlds with perfect balance. The universe appears as a vast machine, its components interacting seamlessly, producing a planet that could harbor life. As a storyteller, I invite you to imagine the possibilities. Perhaps the universe is simply efficient, following natural laws that inevitably produce planets like ours. Or perhaps, in this grand tapestry there is intention, a cosmic design whispering through stars, atoms, and the very fabric of matter. As Earth forms from dust and rock, as oceans fill basins and continents rise from molten crust, the stage is ready. Yet life is not guaranteed. The precise conditions, temperature, water, chemical richness, must align. Elements must mingle in just the right ways. Volcanoes, tides, winds, and storms all play a role in shaping an environment capable of sustaining complexity. In the next chapter, we will explore the emergence of life itself, the improbable leap from chemistry to biology. We will see how chance, necessity, and perhaps something more create a symphony of evolution unlike anything else in the universe. For now, as you drift deeper into thought, consider the invisible architects, the atoms, forces, and cosmic coincidences that make Earth possible. They are the silent engineers of a world that seems impossibly designed, waiting for life to awaken. If atoms and stars are the architects, then life itself is the music composed upon their foundation. From the first stirrings of organic molecules in ancient oceans, a symphony began, a slow, complex melody that would span billions of years. Every note, every pause, every crescendo was fragile, improbable, and yet somehow inevitable on this extraordinary planet. Imagine Earth nearly 4 billion years ago. Vast oceans stretch across the globe, dark and deep, with a thin atmosphere that lets in sunlight but hides the stars. Lightning strikes, volcanic eruptions, and tidal forces stir the primordial soup. In this chaos, molecules collide, combine, and replicate. Amino acids, proteins, and nucleic acids dance together in random yet fateful ways. One misstep and life would never emerge. One correct arrangement and evolution begins. Life started small, microscopic, almost invisible. Single-celled organisms emerged, harnessing energy from sunlight or chemical reactions. Their simplicity belied their importance. Each cell was a tiny universe, a self-contained miracle, capable of reproduction and adaptation. For millions of years, these simple forms dominated, shaping the planet quietly, invisibly, laying the groundwork for complexity. The emergence of photosynthesis was a revolutionary note in the symphony. Tiny organisms began converting sunlight into energy, releasing oxygen as a byproduct. This changed everything. The atmosphere transformed, creating the ozone layer that shielded life from harmful radiation and setting the stage for new forms of life to emerge. Without this tiny innovation, Earth might have remained a barren world, dark and lifeless. Evolution is neither random nor fully directed. It is a dance between chance and necessity. Mutations occur spontaneously, some beneficial, some lethal. Natural selection shapes the survivors, favoring traits that allow life to thrive in changing environments. Over millions of years, simple cells gave rise to multicellular organisms, each step improbable, each transition a victory against the odds. Consider the Cambrian explosion, a period roughly 540 million years ago. Suddenly, in geological terms, life diversified with astonishing speed. Creatures with eyes, shells, and complex bodies appeared. Predators and prey co-evolved in an arms race of adaptation. The oceans teemed with a complexity previously unimaginable. It was a crescendo in the symphony, a sudden flourish that transformed the planet forever. Yet evolution is not a gentle melody. It is punctuated by tragedy, by sudden silences that echo across eons. Mass extinctions, cataclysmic events that wipe out vast numbers of species, strike without warning. A giant asteroid, volcanic supereruptions, climate shifts. Life is tested repeatedly. Most species vanish, leaving only whispers of their existence in fossils. But each extinction clears space for new life, reshaping ecosystems, forcing evolution to find new paths. The Permian-Triassic extinction, the largest of all, nearly erased life from the planet. 90% of species disappeared. And yet life endured. From this devastation, new forms arose, leading eventually to the age of dinosaurs and much later to mammals. The symphony continued, sometimes in harmony, sometimes in abrupt, shocking silence, but never stopping. Evolution also thrives on improbable leaps. Consider the development of flight, of intelligence, or of consciousness itself. Tiny chance mutations lead to wings, to complex brains, to self-awareness. Each innovation is astronomically unlikely, yet each is necessary for the story of life to unfold as it did. It is a delicate interplay between randomness and inevitability, a complex choreography written over billions of years. Even humans, the observers of this entire cosmic spectacle, are the result of countless tiny contingencies. One asteroid, one climatic shift, one mutation in a primate population, all contributed to the rise of a species capable of asking the very questions we now ponder. Why are we here? What does it mean that we exist? Evolution weaves life like a tapestry. Threads cross and intertwine, patterns repeat, some unravel, others flourish. Ecosystems are networks of interdependence, where one species' success affects countless others. Predator and prey, plant and pollinator, ocean currents and migratory birds, all exist in an intricate balance. This complexity feels intentional, yet arises from the simplest rules of reproduction and survival. From the microscopic to the macroscopic, life on Earth demonstrates both fragility and resilience. It adapts, recovers, and transforms. It is the ultimate testament to the improbable, a melody composed by time itself. As you drift further into thought, consider the role of chance. One slight change in temperature, one asteroid impact, one genetic mutation could have led to a completely different world. The story of life is written on a razor's edge, where probability and possibility intertwine. And yet, here we are, gazing at the universe, capable of wonder and reflection, a product of billions of years of nearly impossible events. This tension between randomness and order, between chaos and pattern, is the heart of the symphony of evolution. It reminds us that life is precious, fleeting, and extraordinary. Each species, each individual, is a note in a melody billions of years in the making. In the next chapter, we will leave Earth itself and look to the cosmos, seeking patterns beyond our planet. We will explore exoplanets, galaxies, and the rare conditions that make Earth so unique. We will ask, is our world an anomaly, a singular miracle in the vast universe, or part of a larger, elegant design? For now, as your eyes grow heavy and your mind drifts among the stars, remember this: life is not just survival. Life is a symphony of chance, choice, adaptation, and improbable beauty. Every creature, every mutation, every extinction has contributed to the planet we call home. And in the silence of the night, you can almost hear the echoes of this ancient melody, played over billions of years, reaching your ears through the quiet symphony of existence. From the intimate complexity of life, let us lift our gaze to the heavens. Imagine stepping beyond Earth, drifting into the vast, silent expanse of space, where galaxies swirl like painted storms and stars blaze with unfathomable energy. It is here, among the celestial wonders, that the patterns of the cosmos begin to reveal themselves, whispering secrets about the world we call home. Look down from this vantage. Earth, a tiny blue jewel, floats in the darkness, orbiting a star that is neither too large nor too small, neither too hot nor too cold. Its orbit is circular enough to maintain stable seasons, yet eccentric enough to allow natural variation. The moon keeps the tilt of the planet steady, moderating climate over millennia. Every feature, every interaction seems tuned to sustain life. Across the universe, astronomers have discovered thousands of exoplanets, worlds orbiting distant stars. Some are gas giants, enormous and inhospitable. Some are frozen ice spheres, lifeless and barren. A few reside in their star's habitable zone, the so-called Goldilocks zone. And yet, even among these rare planets, Earth appears astonishingly unique. A stable orbit, liquid water, a protective magnetic field, an atmosphere rich in oxygen and nitrogen, and a climate that supports complex ecosystems. Imagine the odds. Trillions of planets may exist in the observable universe, yet so few display the precise combination of factors that allow life as we know it. This is the rare Earth hypothesis in action, a delicate balance that seems almost improbable. Each planet is a potential story, a possibility, but Earth is a living narrative unfolding before our eyes. Zoom out further, beyond planetary systems, to the galactic scale. Galaxies form massive, swirling islands of stars, connected by the invisible threads of dark matter. Some are spirals like our Milky Way, stable and conducive to planetary systems. Others are chaotic, irregular, or collision-bound, where stars are torn apart by gravitational forces. Within this cosmic web, stability is rare. Our solar system resides in a relatively quiet region, away from the chaotic core of the galaxy, protected from frequent supernovae and intense radiation. Here, the sun can shine steadily for billions of years, allowing life to emerge and evolve. Even the position of our galaxy within the universe contributes to this delicate balance. From these scales, it is clear, Earth's story is intertwined with patterns of cosmic stability, chance, and timing. Philosophers and scientists have long pondered the anthropic principle, the observation that the universe's laws appear finely tuned for the emergence of observers like us. In other words, the universe must be compatible with life because we exist to notice it. But the deeper question lingers. Why is it so exquisitely compatible? Why do physical constants, planetary conditions, and chemical abundances converge in such improbable harmony? Consider fundamental constants: the strength of gravity, the electromagnetic force, the masses of protons and electrons, the rate of cosmic expansion. Alter any one of these slightly, and stars, planets, and life might never form. Across billions of light-years, these constants remain consistent, allowing matter to clump, elements to fuse, and planets to emerge. The universe is, in a sense, a symphony of physical laws playing in perfect harmony. Patterns in the cosmos extend to coincidences that shape life on Earth. The size of the sun and the moon appear nearly matched from our perspective, allowing spectacular eclipses. Planetary alignments, asteroid impacts, and orbital resonances all influence tides, climate, and evolution. These cosmic coincidences are improbable yet critical. One tiny change, an asteroid slightly smaller or larger, a planet slightly closer or farther, could have prevented life from taking hold. From this perspective, Earth is not just a planet. It is a rare convergence of factors, a pattern of cosmic events that seem almost deliberate. Yet, whether these patterns arise from necessity, chance, or design remains a question that stirs both wonder and humility. As you drift in thought, consider this: the universe is vast, yet it reflects the conditions necessary for your existence. You, the observer, are embedded within a cosmos that permits observation. The stars, planets, and laws of physics create a mirror in which life can recognize itself. This perspective transforms the night sky from a distant backdrop into a stage for reflection, a canvas that whispers the improbability of existence. From the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, a subtle pattern emerges, a cosmic choreography that allows life to awaken, evolve, and observe itself. It is a pattern both humbling and exhilarating, suggesting that Earth's story is part of something far grander than a single planet alone. In the next chapter, we will return from the vastness of the cosmos to Earth itself, exploring life as a mirror of the universe. We will examine consciousness, human perception, and how our planet seems designed not only for life, but for the beings capable of reflecting on it. For now, as your mind drifts across constellations, nebulae, and spiraling galaxies, remember this: the patterns of the cosmos are vast, intricate, and improbable. And within these patterns, Earth shines as a rare jewel, a stage for the symphony of life, a world where the improbable becomes reality. As we descend from the vast cosmos, let us return to the world beneath our feet. Earth, this delicate blue sphere, is not only home to life, it is a mirror reflecting the consciousness that gazes upon it. For billions of years, evolution has shaped organisms, ecosystems, and environments. Yet among them, one species stands apart: the observers, the thinkers, the dreamers. We are the ones who can question the universe, marvel at its intricacy, and wonder why this world exists at all. Imagine standing on a mountaintop at dawn. The first rays of sunlight stretch across valleys, igniting rivers and forests with golden light. You breathe, fully aware, sensing the wind on your face, hearing the distant call of a bird. Your mind, shaped by millions of years of evolution, perceives beauty, danger, and possibility. Earth is no longer just a collection of atoms and molecules. It is a stage, a canvas, a mirror for consciousness. Consciousness itself is one of the most improbable achievements of evolution. Neurons formed, synapses connected, networks developed, all guided by natural selection. And within this network, awareness flickered, a spark that allowed creatures to recognize themselves, to experience the world not just as a physical reality but as a narrative. With consciousness comes curiosity, the desire to explore, to question, to understand. Humans look at the stars and see not just light but meaning. We examine the oceans and forests and discover patterns, relationships, and symmetries. Earth is a laboratory of perception, a world tuned not only for life, but for observation, for understanding, for reflection. Consider the ecosystems around you. Rivers carve patterns that echo veins in a leaf. Forests spread fractal designs that mirror the structure of your own neural networks. Clouds form shapes that your mind interprets as familiar forms. Light and shadow, wind and water, seasons and cycles, all create experiences that stimulate thought and imagination. Earth seems to anticipate observation, offering forms and patterns that resonate with the conscious mind. Whether by chance or design, the planet encourages reflection. Mountains inspire awe, oceans evoke mystery, the night sky provokes wonder. Life, in this sense, is both performer and audience. We are actors and spectators in a theater crafted over billions of years. Through culture, art, and science, humans extend the mirror even further. Paintings capture fleeting moments, architecture shapes space in ways that echo natural geometry, mathematics uncovers patterns invisible to the naked eye. We interpret the world not just for survival but for meaning. Earth becomes not just a habitat, but a reflection of the mind itself, a medium for consciousness to perceive its own existence. Even our dreams echo the rhythms of the planet. The tides, the seasons, the cycles of light and dark, all infiltrate the human imagination. The brain, a product of evolutionary chance, finds harmony in the patterns Earth provides. And in turn, humans project these patterns back upon the universe, seeking coherence in the stars, narratives in history, purpose in life. Every species on Earth participates in this reflective process, though not all consciously. Pollinators navigate with precision, predators anticipate prey, plants respond to light and gravity. Each organism, in its own way, interacts with the world as if reading a code, responding to patterns with instinctual intelligence. Life itself is a mirror of forces, responding to design or chance with astonishing adaptability. And yet, humans are unique in recognizing the mirror. We see beauty, complexity, improbability. We ask questions that cannot yet be answered. Why are we here? Is there meaning beyond survival? Is the universe aware that we are observing it? In doing so, we become part of the story, the reflection completing the design of life on Earth. From this perspective, Earth is not a passive planet. It is a stage for observation, a platform where consciousness emerges and interacts with natural forces. The mountains are actors, the oceans are instruments, the winds and clouds provide rhythm. And we, as observers, complete the performance. Through us, the planet becomes aware of itself, at least in part. Through our perception, the improbable becomes meaningful. The mirror extends beyond humanity. Our technologies allow us to measure distant planets, explore cosmic patterns, and decipher the DNA of life itself. Every discovery strengthens the reflection, revealing more of the blueprint embedded in the world around us. The universe, once vast and silent, becomes a dialogue, a conversation between matter and mind, chance and awareness. As we contemplate life as a mirror, a deeper question emerges. Is this reflective quality a product of sheer coincidence, or does it suggest design? Earth appears tailored not just for survival, but for observation, for understanding, for consciousness to arise and marvel. The symmetry, the stability, the patterns, and the improbabilities all converge in ways that provoke awe. In the next chapter, we will explore the hidden hand that may guide this symphony, the forces, coincidences, and possibilities that make Earth appear as if designed. We will look at philosophical perspectives, scientific insights, and the intersection of wonder and reality. For now, as your mind drifts along the contours of mountains and rivers, across forests and oceans, remember, life is both observer and participant, mirror and reflected. Earth is not merely a planet, it is a canvas upon which consciousness itself is painted. Astros. As we stand on the edge of understanding, looking back at the atoms, oceans, evolution, and cosmic patterns, one question rises above all. Is there a hidden hand shaping this intricate symphony? For centuries, humans have pondered this mystery, crafting theories, philosophies, and debates that reach far beyond mere observation. The idea of a hidden design is not new. Ancient civilizations, gazing at the heavens, saw order and purpose in the stars. They mapped constellations, tracked cycles, and built monuments aligned with celestial movements. To them, the universe was a grand mechanism, a reflection of intelligence beyond comprehension. Every sunrise, every solstice, every changing tide suggested intention. Later, philosophers such as Aristotle and Leibniz considered the universe as a system imbued with purpose. Aristotle spoke of causes, of natural ends toward which all things strive. Leibniz proposed the idea of a universe so perfectly structured that it must be the best possible creation, a harmonious design. They grappled with questions that remain alive today. Is order a result of necessity, chance, or intentional arrangement? Then came the modern era, when scientists began to uncover the astonishing precision of nature's laws. The fine-tuning of physical constants, the improbable stability of planetary systems, the emergence of life from seemingly random chemical reactions, all revealed patterns that could be interpreted as signatures of design. Yet science, rigorous and skeptical, does not claim intent. It observes probability, pattern, and consequence, leaving the ultimate question open. Consider the improbability of life itself. Simple molecules gave rise to self-replicating organisms. Single-celled life evolved into multicellular complexity. Ecosystems coalesced into intricate networks, each species dependent on countless variables. The likelihood of these events aligning exactly as they did is astronomically low. Some interpret this as evidence of design, others as the inevitable outcome of natural law. Either way, the precision evokes awe. Astronomers add another layer. The universe is vast, yet Earth occupies a sweet spot of temperature, atmosphere, and chemical richness. Stars, galaxies, and cosmic constants converge in patterns that allow life to flourish. Whether these patterns reflect intention or merely statistical inevitability, the question remains, why does this alignment exist at all? Beyond probability, one notices subtle signatures of order throughout nature. Fractals repeat from the smallest leaf vein to the branching of rivers. Spirals echo in galaxies and seashells. Symmetry appears in anatomy, crystal structures, and planetary orbits. These recurring motifs suggest not randomness alone, but a coherent pattern. The hidden hand, if it exists, may not be a conscious creator in human terms. It may be the laws of physics themselves, elegantly balanced. It may be the interplay of chance and necessity over billions of years. Or it may be something we cannot yet comprehend, a subtle intelligence woven into the very fabric of existence. Modern science does not preclude wonder. Physicists and cosmologists marvel at the improbability of Earth, yet remain grounded in empirical observation. Philosophers speculate about meaning and intention, questioning whether the universe is inherently ordered or simply perceived as such by conscious beings. Together, science and philosophy explore the edge where knowledge meets mystery. Some scientists propose multiverses, billions of universes, each with different constants. In such a scenario, our Earth is simply one rare outcome where conditions allow life. Others suggest that consciousness itself may be fundamental, intertwined with the universe in ways we cannot yet fully understand. Each perspective adds depth to the question of design, but none claim to have the final answer. Perhaps the most compelling evidence of the hidden hand is not scientific, but emotional. Standing beneath the stars, witnessing a sunset, watching life unfold in intricate complexity, humans feel awe. That awe is a signal, an intuitive recognition of patterns, of harmony, of improbability. Whether it arises from design, chance, or perception, it points to something profound. Earth is extraordinary, rare, and deeply evocative. In this light, the hidden hand may not be something we can measure or see directly. It may be revealed in the resonance between our consciousness and the universe, in the harmony of physics and biology, in the improbable convergence of events that allow life to flourish. It is a mystery that invites exploration, reflection, and imagination. As we contemplate the hidden hand, our journey is far from over. We have explored atoms, evolution, cosmic patterns, and consciousness. We have glimpsed the improbable beauty of Earth and the universe. Yet the story continues, into the future where humanity becomes an active participant in shaping the planet, where life and awareness intertwine with the forces of nature in unprecedented ways. We will explore Earth's future and purpose. We will ask what it means to live on a planet that may be finely tuned, and how we might carry forward the delicate balance that has allowed life to emerge. We will contemplate our role as observers, creators, and stewards of this extraordinary world. For now, as your thoughts drift across the tapestry of existence, consider this. The hidden hand may be subtle, invisible, and mysterious, but its presence, however we interpret it, invites wonder, curiosity, and reverence for the world we inhabit. As we step forward from the history of life, the cosmic patterns, and the hidden hand of design, our gaze turns to the future. Earth, this fragile, improbable jewel, continues its journey through space, and we, its conscious inhabitants, stand at a pivotal moment in its story. The future is unwritten, yet shaped by the choices of those who dwell upon its surface. Imagine a world 1,000, 10,000 years from now. The continents may shift, oceans rise or fall, climates transform. Species will adapt, vanish, or emerge. Humanity may rise to a level of stewardship unlike any before, or falter under the weight of its own ambition. In every scenario, the delicate balance of life is challenged, reminding us that the symphony of existence is ongoing, not static. For the first time in Earth's history, conscious beings have the power to influence planetary systems on a global scale. Technology can heal or harm, preserve or destroy. Forests may flourish or fall. Oceans may teem with life or empty under neglect. Every action carries consequence, echoing across ecosystems and generations. In this role, humanity becomes part of the hidden hand, whether we realize it or not. The patterns we perceive in nature are no longer just observed, they are acted upon. We participate in evolution, not only biologically but culturally, ecologically, and technologically. To recognize this is both a burden and a privilege. To understand the interconnectedness of all life is to embrace responsibility. Beyond human influence, life itself will continue to adapt. Microbes, plants, and animals will respond to changes in climate, resources, and habitats. Evolution will persist, sometimes silently, sometimes dramatically, reshaping forms and behaviors. Cataclysms may arrive, yet life has proven resilient, finding ways to persist where survival seems impossible. In this light, Earth is not a static museum of life. It is a living, breathing entity, dynamic and responsive. The patterns that have guided its past continue to unfold, and we are part of that ongoing narrative. Every choice, every innovation, every act of stewardship influences the next chapter. But what is purpose in a universe governed by probability, evolution, and cosmic law? Perhaps purpose is not given but created. Perhaps the meaning of Earth lies in our ability to reflect upon it, to nurture it, to marvel at its complexity. The planet itself may not demand obedience or worship, but it invites awe, curiosity, and care. As observers, we are participants. As inhabitants, we are stewards. As dreamers, we are witnesses to a story billions of years in the making. The future of Earth is intertwined with our choices, our consciousness, and our capacity for wonder. In this sense, purpose is not a single answer, but a continuous dialogue between life and the planet that sustains it. Close your eyes and imagine the possibilities. Perhaps humanity will explore distant stars, spreading life beyond Earth, carrying forward the patterns and symphony that began here. Perhaps we will unlock secrets of consciousness, physics, and biology, deepening our understanding of the hidden hand that shaped this world. Or perhaps we will return to simplicity, finding fulfillment in harmony with nature and in the quiet observation of the universe. Each possibility is a thread in the tapestry of the future. Each action we take ripples through time, influencing ecosystems, civilizations, and the delicate balance of the planet. The improbabilities that shaped life in the past continue into the present and beyond, reminding us that existence is both fragile and miraculous. As night falls, imagine standing under the stars, the soft rustle of leaves or waves beneath your feet. Think of the billions of years that brought life, earth, and consciousness into being. Reflect on the cosmic patterns, the improbable events, and the hidden hand that may or may not guide it all. Whether by chance or design, Earth is a world of wonder, complexity, and beauty. And as we move into the future, we carry not only the legacy of life, but also the responsibility to honor, preserve, and marvel at this extraordinary planet. So drift into sleep with this thought. You are part of a story that began long before you, a story of atoms, stars, evolution, and consciousness, a symphony that continues, with Earth as both stage and mirror, and life as the melody that endures. And perhaps, in the quiet of the night, you can hear the faint echo of that hidden hand, guiding, shaping, inspiring wonder in all who dare to listen. Asterisk. And now, as we near the final stretch of our journey, we pause to reflect. Earth, this fragile, improbable jewel, continues its silent spin through the cosmos. Life thrives, adapts, evolves. Humanity observes, wonders, and shapes its destiny. And yet, for all that we have seen and understood, one question remains unanswered. Is there a design behind it all, or is the universe simply magnificent in its randomness? The atoms, stars, oceans, and forests tell a story of complexity beyond imagination. Evolution narrates a tale of chance and resilience. Cosmic patterns stretch across light years, hinting at order and precision. Consciousness arises to reflect, question, and marvel. Each of these threads converges on a single, humbling truth: the world is extraordinary. Perhaps the greatest beauty of Earth and the cosmos is that we do not need definitive answers to feel awe. We can float above continents in thought, drift among stars in imagination, and still feel the profound improbability and elegance of existence. The universe does not demand explanation, it invites contemplation. This is the space where science, philosophy, and imagination meet. Here, we can embrace mystery without fear, appreciate patterns without needing to label them, and marvel at the improbable coincidences that make life possible. Throughout history, thinkers have speculated on hidden hands and guiding forces. Modern science observes probability and consequence. Yet, whether the architects are atoms, evolution, cosmic laws, or something beyond comprehension, their influence is evident. The patterns they leave, fractals in nature, rhythms in life, orbits of planets, echo across scales, reminding us that existence is both delicate and profound. The hidden architects remain unseen, perhaps forever. Yet their imprint is everywhere, in the water that sustains us, in the mountains that inspire us, in the night sky that beckons us to wonder. In this vast and intricate story, we are not passive spectators. Humanity has the capacity to protect, alter, and understand Earth in ways no other species has. Our awareness makes us participants in the ongoing symphony of life. Our choices, small and large, echo across ecosystems, generations, and possibly even worlds. Yet even as we act, the mystery remains. We may never fully comprehend why Earth is so rare, why life emerged, why consciousness arose. The unanswered questions are not a failure, they are an invitation. They remind us that curiosity, wonder, and reflection are as important as knowledge itself. Imagine, once more, floating above the planet. Oceans glimmer, forests breathe, clouds drift in timeless rhythm. The stars wheel silently overhead, galaxies spiral across the dark expanse. Earth is both unique and connected, fragile yet resilient, silent yet expressive in ways that only consciousness can interpret. The mystery of its design, its improbabilities, its beauty, remains unsolved. And perhaps it is meant to remain so. Perhaps the joy, the awe, and the wonder of life depend not on certainty, but on the questions we dare to ask. Time is the silent weaver of all that exists. It stretches endlessly, invisible yet relentless, shaping mountains, oceans, life, and consciousness alike. To understand Earth and the story of life upon it, we must consider not just space, but the flow of time, the thread along which all events, improbable and miraculous, are strung together. Imagine looking at Earth from above, not as a single moment frozen in place, but as a continuous tapestry, woven over billions of years. The continents drift, oceans rise and fall, species emerge and vanish. Every rock, river, and forest is a stitch in this immense pattern. Time allows complexity to accumulate, improbability to become reality, and consciousness to emerge as a reflective observer. Human perception of time is limited, measured in days, years, or decades. But Earth's story unfolds on a scale that dwarfs human experience. Billions of years of stellar evolution, geological shifts, and biological innovation precede the moment we call now. Each era contributes threads to the tapestry, threads that intersect in ways both predictable and astonishingly rare. Consider the Cambrian explosion, when life diversified at an unprecedented pace. Or the rise of mammals after the extinction of the dinosaurs. Each event was improbable yet transformative, a turning point that shaped the future in ways impossible to anticipate. Time is both a sculptor and a storyteller, revealing patterns that only become visible across vast spans. Within this temporal tapestry, chaos and order dance together. Volcanic eruptions, asteroid impacts, climate shifts, all appear random, yet their consequences shape life profoundly. Evolution, adaptation, and survival are responses to this interplay. The planet itself seems to follow rhythms that balance destruction and renewal, randomness and pattern, chance and necessity. Life adapts not only to space but to the unfolding of time. Species evolve to survive changing climates, shifting ecosystems, and new predators. Extinctions, though devastating, clear space for novel forms. In this intricate dance, Earth demonstrates resilience and adaptability, a living chronicle of improbability and continuity. For humanity, time carries a different weight. Conscious of the past and aware of the future, we are actors upon this grand stage, capable of influencing the unfolding tapestry. Our actions ripple across centuries and millennia. The way we manage resources, conserve ecosystems, and understand natural laws will shape the story of life long after we are gone. In this sense, humans are not merely observers. They are participants in the continuum of existence. Yet even with foresight, the future remains uncertain. Climate shifts, technological advances, and unforeseen events remind us that while we may guide the tapestry, we cannot dictate it entirely. Time is both ally and teacher, revealing the delicate balance of forces that sustain life. If we trace the patterns of life, matter, and the cosmos through time, remarkable consistencies emerge. The laws of physics remain constant. Evolution follows discernible paths. Cosmic cycles repeat, from stellar bursts to planetary orbits. The improbable becomes inevitable when observed over eons, yet the details are never predictable. Time magnifies both chance and pattern, revealing a universe at once stable and dynamic. Through this lens, Earth appears not as a static artifact, but as a process, a story unfolding with elegance and mystery. Every era, every generation adds new threads, enriching the tapestry and deepening the complexity of life. In the next chapter, we will explore the interplay of consciousness and time, the way awareness perceives the past, imagines the future, and interacts with the eternal rhythms of the universe. We will ask how perception itself shapes our understanding of design, purpose, and existence. For now, as your mind drifts along the currents of history, evolution, and cosmic time, consider this. You exist at a rare and improbable intersection of time and space, a fleeting yet essential observer of a vast and unfolding tapestry. And in this awareness lies both wonder and responsibility, a gentle reminder of the miracle that is life on Earth. As we follow the threads of time through the tapestry of existence, one remarkable phenomenon emerges: consciousness. Not just the ability to sense, but the capacity to reflect, imagine, and question. Earth is a world shaped by atoms, evolution, and cosmic forces. But it is through consciousness that the story becomes alive, a narrative we can perceive, interpret, and even shape. Imagine standing on a cliff at twilight, watching waves crash against rocks far below. You are aware of yourself, of the vastness surrounding you, and of the delicate balance that sustains life. You sense time passing, yet also feel the timelessness of the moment. Consciousness is both observer and participant, bridging the eternal flow of the universe with the fleeting experience of being. Consciousness is one of the most improbable achievements of evolution. Neurons connect, networks form, and awareness arises, not as a single event, but as a process unfolding over millions of years. From single-celled reactions to complex brains capable of abstract thought, life has gradually developed the ability to perceive itself. Through this awareness, humans can recognize patterns in nature, detect probabilities in evolution, and glimpse cosmic symmetries. The universe is no longer a backdrop. It is a stage for thought, curiosity, and imagination. Earth becomes not just a home, but a mirror reflecting our consciousness back to us. Consciousness allows us to perceive time differently than any other species. We remember the past, plan for the future, and imagine possibilities that may never come to pass. This perception transforms our experience of Earth and the cosmos. Mountains and rivers are no longer just geological formations. They are witnesses to epics, carriers of stories written in stone and water. Through memory and anticipation, we weave narratives that connect past, present, and future. Life becomes more than survival, it becomes meaning, curiosity, and wonder. The flow of reality, once indifferent, now resonates with significance through the lens of awareness. Yet consciousness is not separate from the universe, it is part of it. The neurons firing in your brain are composed of atoms forged in stars. Your thoughts arise from interactions of matter and energy that have existed for billions of years. Every perception is both personal and universal, a reflection of cosmic processes channeled through an improbable arrangement of cells. This interplay reveals something extraordinary. Consciousness is a bridge between the tangible world and the abstract. Through thought, humans grasp the patterns of evolution, the laws of physics, and the improbable balance that allows life. The universe becomes intelligible not because it changes, but because awareness interprets it. Consciousness also introduces the paradox of time. Physically, Earth rotates and orbits the Sun, ecosystems evolve, stars explode, events unfold linearly and predictably. Yet subjectively, time stretches and contracts. Moments of awe feel eternal, centuries of repetition seem brief. Through this lens, reality is both stable and fluid, objective and subjective, a dance between perception and existence. Humans sense this duality deeply. We reflect on mortality, on cosmic history, and on the fleeting nature of our experience. And in doing so, we connect with something larger, a rhythm, a pattern, a mystery that stretches far beyond our immediate understanding. We will explore the idea that consciousness itself may be part of a larger cosmic symphony, a mechanism by which the universe perceives, interacts, and perhaps even understands itself. We will examine philosophical ideas, scientific hypotheses, and poetic reflections on the interplay between awareness and the world. For now, as your mind drifts among neurons, stars, and moments of perception, remember this: consciousness is both improbable and miraculous. It transforms Earth from a collection of atoms and forces into a stage of reflection, wonder, and meaning. Through awareness, the universe becomes aware of itself, even if only in fragments, and through these fragments, the story of existence continues to unfold. If consciousness allows us to reflect upon life, then Earth itself can be seen as a vast, interconnected organism, a living system in which every element, from the smallest microbe to the tallest mountain, contributes to a delicate equilibrium. The planet is not simply a stage for life, it is an active participant in the story, a symphony of forces, energy, and matter playing in concert. Imagine looking at Earth from orbit. Oceans shimmer, forests ripple with wind, clouds drift in intricate patterns, and rivers carve the continents like veins. Beneath the surface, tectonic plates shift silently, creating mountains, valleys, and volcanic activity. The air flows, the water cycles, the seasons rotate, all forming a complex, self-regulating system that sustains life. This is Gaia, the planet alive with dynamic balance. Every organism, no matter how small, contributes to this balance. Trees produce oxygen, microbes recycle nutrients, predators regulate populations, and pollinators sustain ecosystems. Even extinction has a role, clearing space for new life and maintaining ecological equilibrium. The tapestry of life is intricate and fragile, each thread connected to countless others. Remove one and the pattern changes. Consider the oceans. Plankton photosynthesize, providing oxygen for countless creatures. Fish migrate, influencing nutrient cycles. Coral reefs shelter life and regulate chemical balances. From microscopic interactions to planetary scale effects, Earth demonstrates an astonishing level of interdependence. Life and environment co-evolve, forming a system that responds dynamically to change. Earth exhibits remarkable resilience. When disturbances occur, volcanic eruptions, asteroid impacts, climate shifts, the planet and its ecosystems adapt. New species emerge, cycles re-establish, and balance is restored over time. This self-regulation suggests a subtle intelligence, not conscious in the human sense, but elegant and effective in maintaining the conditions for life. Climate, atmosphere, and oceans interact in feedback loops that stabilize the planet. The tilt of Earth, the rotation of the oceans, and even the cycles of ice ages contribute to long-term equilibrium. Life is woven into these systems, responding to shifts with adaptations that maintain continuity. It is a dance of interdependence, a planetary ballet choreographed over billions of years. Humans, uniquely aware and influential, now participate in this system consciously. Our cities, agriculture, and technology impact climates, habitats, and species across the globe. We have the power to disrupt or preserve, to harmonize with Earth's systems or create imbalance. This responsibility is profound. We are the first species capable of comprehending planetary interconnectedness and acting upon it. By observing, understanding, and respecting Earth's patterns, humans can become stewards of the living system. We can protect biodiversity, restore ecosystems, and even mitigate climate change. In doing so, we align ourselves with the natural rhythms that sustain life, becoming conscious participants in the ongoing symphony of existence. From the smallest cell to the largest biome, patterns repeat across scales. Fractals appear in leaf veins and river networks. Cycles emerge in predator-prey relationships and seasonal rhythms. Energy flows through ecosystems like currents, and matter recycles through air, water, and soil. The planet itself is a reflection of the principles we have observed in atoms, stars, and consciousness. Complexity, interconnection, and harmony. These patterns hint at a hidden symmetry, an underlying order that transcends individual species or events. They suggest that Earth is not merely a collection of life forms and resources, but a living, adaptive system, an orchestra in which every note matters, every pause contributes, and every organism, including humans, plays a role. We will explore Earth's philosophical and spiritual significance, considering the meaning of interconnectedness, purpose, and human experience in the context of a living planet. We will ask what it means to belong to this system, to be part of a story billions of years in the making, and to contribute to the continuation of life's symphony. For now, as your mind drifts across forests, oceans, and skies, imagine the invisible threads connecting all life. Feel the pulse of the planet beneath your feet, the rhythm of oceans and winds, the silent orchestration of countless interactions. Earth is alive, and in its living harmony, you are both observer and participant, thread and melody, consciousness and reflection. As we journey deeper into understanding Earth, we begin to perceive not only its physical and biological wonders, but its profound philosophical and spiritual resonance. The planet is more than rocks, oceans, and living creatures. It is a canvas for reflection, a mirror for consciousness, and a teacher of interconnectedness and meaning. Throughout history, humans have looked to the sky, the mountains, the rivers, and the forests for guidance. Ancient cultures spoke of Earth as sacred, a living entity intertwined with humanity's spirit. To them, the stars were more than distant lights. They were signposts, narratives, and reminders of the vastness beyond. The cycles of the seasons, the rise and fall of rivers, and the growth of forests were lessons in balance, patience, and reverence. Philosophy teaches that to understand the world is also to understand our place within it. Earth is not a backdrop for human ambition. It is a shared home, a participant in a story that stretches billions of years. Each species, each ecosystem, contributes to a web of life that sustains balance and harmony. Humans are unique in perceiving this web. Consciousness allows us to recognize our interdependence, our impact, and our responsibility. By understanding the patterns of life and the intricacies of the planet, we cultivate a sense of belonging, a feeling that we are part of something far greater than ourselves. Nature teaches us patience, resilience, and humility. Mountains rise slowly, rivers carve valleys over millennia, forests regenerate after fire, and species adapt or vanish. Life demonstrates that survival is a balance of persistence, adaptation, and cooperation. These lessons extend beyond biology. They resonate with the human experience, guiding moral, philosophical, and spiritual understanding. Even the smallest elements of nature hold meaning. A seed sprouting in fertile soil mirrors the potential for growth in life. A predator stalking prey reflects the balance between necessity and survival. Clouds drifting across the sky echo the impermanence and constant flux of existence. Through observation, Earth becomes both teacher and mirror. Spiritually, Earth invites contemplation. The vastness of oceans, the height of mountains, and the expanse of the night sky evoke awe, a recognition of something beyond the self. This awe is a bridge connecting individual consciousness to the broader universe. It fosters empathy, care, and reflection, reminding us that our actions resonate far beyond immediate perception. Philosophically, Earth challenges assumptions of permanence and control. The planet operates on scales both immense and subtle, revealing patterns that outlast human lifetimes. This perspective cultivates humility, patience, and a reverence for complexity. We come to see that our stories are threads woven into the larger tapestry of life, not isolated narratives in a void. Earth's significance is amplified by consciousness. The very act of perceiving life, patterns, and beauty transforms them into meaning. The mountains, rivers, forests, and skies are not just physical. They are symbols, reflections, and teachers. Through observation, humans participate in a dialogue with the planet, interpreting its rhythms and finding purpose in alignment with its patterns. Meaning, therefore, is both created and discovered. It arises from interaction with the living world, from reflection on interconnectedness, and from the recognition that we are part of a continuum extending far beyond ourselves. Earth is the stage, life is the melody, and consciousness is the witness and participant. We will explore Earth's legacy and humanity's role in shaping it. We will consider how awareness, philosophy, and stewardship converge, and how the choices we make today ripple through ecosystems, societies, and generations yet to come. For now, as your mind drifts through forests, rivers, and skies, reflect on the lessons Earth imparts: patience, balance, awe, and humility. Contemplate your place within the web of life, and sense the spiritual resonance of being part of this living, breathing planet. Earth is not merely a home, it is a mirror, a teacher, and a story waiting to be understood. Asterisk, as we approach the final chapters of our journey, the question of legacy emerges. Earth has existed for billions of years, shaped by stars, evolution, and cosmic forces. Life has risen, flourished, and adapted, leaving traces in every rock, river, and forest. And now, humanity stands at a pivotal moment, holding the power to influence not just our own survival, but the fate of the planet itself. Imagine looking at Earth from space. The continents drift silently, oceans shimmer with reflected sunlight, and storms trace patterns across the atmosphere. Beneath this serene view lies a web of life delicately balanced, resilient yet vulnerable. Every action we take resonates, rippling across ecosystems and generations. The legacy we create is intertwined with the ongoing story of life. Humanity has become a force of change on a planetary scale. Cities rise and forests fall, agriculture transforms landscapes, and technology alters climate and resources. With this power comes responsibility, the awareness that our choices shape the future of countless species and the planet itself. Stewardship is not simply preservation, it is active engagement. It requires understanding Earth's patterns, respecting the balance of ecosystems, and making choices that allow life to continue its improbable journey. By aligning with natural rhythms, humanity can become a positive force in the story of Earth, ensuring that the symphony of life continues in harmony. legacy is more than survival. It is the imprint we leave on Earth's ecosystems, the knowledge we pass to future generations, and the culture, art, and understanding we cultivate. Every seed planted, every habitat restored, every act of mindfulness contributes to a continuum that stretches far beyond a single lifetime. Consider the oceans. Efforts to reduce pollution and protect marine life may ensure thriving ecosystems centuries from now. Forest conservation can maintain biodiversity and stabilize climates. Even small actions, multiplied across billions of humans, create a profound effect. Our legacy is the conscious shaping of the tapestry of life, thread by thread. Earth's legacy is intertwined with our understanding of interconnectedness. Species depend on one another, ecosystems rely on balance, climate responds to the sum of actions across the globe. Humanity, as a conscious observer and participant, becomes a node within this network. Our choices affect the survival, adaptation, and flourishing of life on scales both visible and invisible. In embracing this interconnectedness, we recognize that legacy is not solitary. It is shared with every organism, every river, every forest, and every cycle of the planet. The continuation of life, the preservation of beauty, and the unfolding of evolution are responsibilities we carry as participants in this living system. Even as challenges loom, climate change, habitat loss, pollution, hope emerges through imagination, innovation, and awareness. Humans are capable of extraordinary creativity, collaboration, and insight. By observing patterns, understanding systems, and applying knowledge with care, we can guide Earth toward balance and resilience. The legacy we leave is a reflection of intention. It is shaped not only by what we build, but by what we choose to protect, restore, and nurture. It is a dialogue with the past, present, and future, a conscious act of participating in the story of life. In the next chapter, we will bring together all threads of this journey: the cosmic patterns, the improbability of life, consciousness, interconnectedness, philosophy, and stewardship, culminating in a reflection on the enduring mystery of Earth and the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. For now, as your mind drifts among rivers, mountains, and forests, contemplate the legacy you inherit and the one you create. Recognize that humanity is both witness and participant, observer and actor, in the ongoing symphony of Earth. Every thought, every choice, every act matters in the story that stretches across eons and into the infinite horizon of time. And so we arrive at the edge of our journey, where knowledge meets wonder and certainty dissolves into awe. Earth spins silently in the void, a fragile blue jewel among countless stars. Life flourishes, adapts, and reflects upon itself. Humanity observes, wonders, and participates. And yet, for all we have explored, one truth remains: the mystery endures. From the smallest atoms to the farthest galaxies, patterns repeat, evolve, and intertwine. Life emerges improbably, yet consistently, guided by the laws of physics, the flow of evolution, and perhaps the subtle hand of something beyond our comprehension. Consciousness arises, perceives, and questions, bridging the finite with the infinite, the immediate with the eternal. The greatest beauty of Earth is that it invites wonder without demanding answers. Mountains rise and crumble, rivers carve valleys, oceans teem with life, and skies blaze with stars, all without explanation, yet resonating with profound significance. The improbable harmonies of existence, the coincidences of evolution, and the delicate balance of ecosystems all speak to something greater than the sum of their parts. Even as science explains processes and philosophy interprets meaning, the mystery remains. Why does life exist? Why did consciousness emerge? Why does Earth, among countless planets, sustain the improbable conditions that allow life to thrive? These questions may never be fully answered, and perhaps that is precisely the point. Within this mystery, humans play a unique role. Our awareness allows us to perceive patterns, nurture ecosystems, and contemplate the vastness of existence. We are both observers and participants, shaping the legacy of Earth while marveling at its complexity. Our actions ripple across generations, influencing the story of life and the balance of this living planet. Every choice, every act of care, every moment of reflection contributes to the ongoing symphony. Humanity has the power to honor the improbabilities that made life possible, to preserve the fragile balance of ecosystems, and to ensure that the story continues in harmony with the rhythms of Earth. Earth is a living system, a mirror of consciousness, a stage for evolution and a teacher of meaning. The stars above, the rivers below, the forests and oceans, and every living being form threads in a tapestry that stretches across time and space. We are connected to it all, an intricate, improbable part of a story billions of years in the making. Patterns repeat across scales, fractals in leaves and clouds, cycles in life and death, rhythms in planets and stars. These patterns remind us that even amidst chaos and uncertainty, there is order, beauty, and continuity. Life is not isolated, it is interwoven, delicate, and miraculous. As night falls and you drift toward sleep, allow the mystery to surround you. Let your mind wander through the forests, oceans, mountains, and skies. Reflect on the improbabilities, the patterns, the hidden hand, and the consciousness that perceives it all. Accept that some questions remain unanswered, and in that acceptance, find wonder. The mystery endures because life is ongoing, because Earth is alive, and because consciousness continues to observe, reflect, and imagine. It is a reminder that the universe is larger, older, and more intricate than we can fully grasp. Yet within this vastness, you are present, aware, and connected, a participant in a story without end. So sleep now, carried by the rhythm of Earth and the quiet pulse of the cosmos. Remember that life is improbable, beautiful, and interconnected. Remember that consciousness allows you to perceive patterns, to marvel at existence, and to leave a legacy. And remember most of all, the mystery endures, infinite and awe-inspiring, inviting curiosity, reflection, and wonder for all who dare to look, to listen, and to dream. Earth continues its journey through space, life continues to unfold, and you, observer, participant, dreamer, are part of this eternal story. Asterisk.